This anime movie is now more important than ever. Outside somewhere in Japan, you're going for a walk and suddenly rockets and bombs drop constantly from the skies, and you gotta run to a safe shelter carrying your sister on top of your shoulders, panting out your lungs. And whenever you do that, she only says that she hates to go there. She hates to go somewhere where she's actually safe from the drops of blood. This anime movie is called Grave of the Fireflies, and it is an epitome of historic storytelling by a studio we all know too well and love so much. It tells a story about two children, Seita and Setsuko, trying to survive through the life-changing difficulties in this constant danger of getting bombed in World War II through the lens of Japan. This scene single-handedly made me want to watch this movie, and yes, there are gonna be spoilers, so if you haven't watched this, please do the whole world a favor and do it. And I love how the movie already starts setting the tone in a sad, devastating and depressing manner. The opening scene, the film begins with someone dying alone in a train station. This scene sets the tone for the rest of the film and establishes the somber atmosphere. You know exactly what you are going to watch here. The animation is beautifully crafted. I mean, it's Ghibli, right? It is capturing both the innocence of childhood and the harsh realities of war. For example, our protagonists catch these beautiful fireflies to use them as a light source, and they cheer themselves up because, hey, it's a glowing insect, huh? This scene is a poignant reminder of the fleeting beauty of life and the innocence of childhood, even in the midst of tragedy. Setsuko even mentioned that she hates the shelter, which implies, okay, she's been there before. I could delve way deeper into some characteristics and subtle storytelling, because we get bits and bits of stories through dialogues and characteristics of some people, but go watch it yourself beforehand, because I'm gonna leave some spoilers here. Please watch it. We have one of the scenes in the beginning where Setsuko lost her shoe and tells her brother that she's gonna buy a new one. So she pulls out her little purse and drops a few coins where none of them actually are coins, which is showing the child's purity. Dude, it's so cute. Their mother dies really early on in the movie, and it turns out to be really challenging to somehow explain your little sister that your mom died, because she won't easily accept it at first, and nevertheless she can't even comprehend it in the first place. Heartbreaking is a feeling that drags on through the whole movie's atmosphere. You kind of feel sorry for both siblings. You want to help, but you're being held back by the screen. And of course, the moment Seita tries to explain his sister what happened to their mom, she, of course, understandably starts crying. But look at what Seita is doing. He somehow has to comprehend and work with the whole situation as well. So he's just doing something to get over his feels, because he has to be strong for his little girl, for his little sister.
Hey, watch me! I'm good at this!
After losing their mom, they live with their aunt, who is a greedy little but still kind of understandable character, but she takes no regards for his sister's children and abandons them. And even there, this movie has a few nuances about the aunt's family that are sad to see but work out really well. The relationship feels human and unlike any shonen relationships with weird dialogue, which we have in every anime today. Later, they abandon their aunt and go to live somewhere alone, somewhere else. A place Setsuko hated the most at first, but got to love sooner or later. This shelter, the only place where they didn't have to pay anything, had water nearby, but actually no food. Which is the problem. How can these two children survive with no elders watching over them? With a great pacing, you later realize that they can't, and Setsuko becomes sick because she has nothing to eat, which results in Seita stealing from others and doing bad things. It's this constant battle against life, which turns out to be really hard, and later on the harsh reality of life happens. Watch, this is gonna be really important because it's so relatable. And when Setsuko goes to the bank, because his mother had a lot of money saved up, he goes to the city. And this is the moment where it's gonna feel really weird. We lay in our beds, doom scrolling on TikTok, Instagram, etc. and also see few TikToks which display war in some countries of our planet. We only experience war through our screens. And when Setsuko tries his best to fight against his sister's sickness, she simply dies, and he digs her grave around fireflies. And this is why this show is today more important than ever, because this is a story of two siblings being victims of war which got told. But how many stories are there that aren't told? Stories about children, women, abusive things, and I don't want to brag on, but to put a cherry on top, the guy we see in the beginning is our protagonist dying somewhere in a subway. Somewhere in a subway station where civilization left him dying.